see if this thing's working, and if it is, hello world. My name is Sean, and welcome to my channel. I'm not sure if this is working, so just bear with me because I want to make sure that I'm good. It looks like on my end that it's working, but I just want to be sure on it. And yeah, let's see. Let's take a look. Looks like on my end that it's working, but I just want to be... All right, yeah, it looks like it's working. Cool. Yeah, so I'm a newbie. As far as like, you know, I kind of done like live streaming a little bit before this, with a little bit of different stuff, but you know, this is my first time actually just diving in the deep end on trying to build out a game from scratch, and my whole channel is going to be about trying to make an RPG from scratch. So I guess for tonight, the first thing I want to do is I want to try to get everything kind of blocked out in Unity, and I am totally a noob. So if you're joining in the chat, and if you're joining in to watch live, I definitely appreciate it. I am just getting started on this journey, but the whole goal is to go ahead and create an RPG, and I'm either gonna do a little bit at a time, you know, successfully, or I'm gonna fail miserably. So we'll have to wait and see. So I'm more of a Blender guy than I am a Unity guy. So I'm gonna go ahead and hop over to Blender, and then we'll start there tonight instead of starting in Unity. So I have the lo-fi music in the background, and if it's too noisy or anything, you know, feel free to tell me, and I will definitely turn it down a little bit. Just let me know in the chats. I should be able to see the chat as it's playing. So, all right, here we go. So, I'm gonna just try to get started on my character here. We'll start with this. That's better. All right, and we'll go over here. We will set that up. Apply this. And then we'll go into sculpt mode, and we'll set it on the X. Make sure I'm right here. And I think I'm going to move my drawing tablet around here a little bit so that way I get comfortable and I can actually do this a little easier. We'll see how it goes. All right. So all right, move that in a little bit further if I can. Okay. All right. Let's see if I can get something going here. First things first, we want our grab, and then tilt this guy up. You know what, also, yeah. Let's go, I'm trying to do a head here. Let me just make sure that I'm getting, yeah, that's good. All right, so that's better. Good deal. Okay, so let's get that going. got our head started. All right, come around a little bit here. Your head is supposed to look something like this. You kind of see it start to come together here. I have a plan. It'll take me a little bit of time here, but yeah, thank you for joining in if you're watching live. Try and get it going. All right, and I definitely feel like this is a little bit just a little bit. There we go. That's better. That's looking more like a face, more like a head. Okay, and I know that I want all right. I gotta think about what I want to do here. I think the first things first, I'm gonna use my clay strips. I'm gonna turn these down a little bit, and I think I want to start off by trying to, you notice I'm moving around. If you've, well, there are probably a lot of people on the internet know what how to 3D model, but I'm just trying to get some basic shapes going here. Just something basic going here. Doesn't have to be perfect when you start off. It just has to be something at first. You can always get things improved as you go along. Actually, one thing I noticed right off the bat is whenever I did that, this is going to be an issue for me later, so might as well just tweak that up now so I don't have to worry about it. Yeah, okay, and then bring that chin up a little bit. That's better. Okay. Now, I think first thing I know, this is probably gonna have to come down a little bit because proportionally we want the face, you know, you can just see my face, how I have my nose and my eyes. So I know that we want something like that. Oop. And that's why we have an undo. Okay. Not like it would have been that bad, honestly. Still a little bit high there. Okay. That's pretty good. All right, let's do this. All right, and obviously this nose has got to get some work done to it because that is not. Let's see. This would help if I'm going the other direction. Okay, that's better. Yeah, now we're getting somewhere. Okay, and now I'm gonna take a look at what it looks like from the side so far. Okay, so we're getting somewhere. Obviously, this is not what it'll look like in the end, and I already see one problem, and that is that, all right, let's take, his head is really long this direction, you know, and so I want to pull that in a bit. So let's do that. Let's pull that in. All right. That's better. Still not what I want it to be, but that's okay because slow and steady wins the race when it comes to this stuff. And also, I think that we're gonna have issues with that too. All right. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to start somewhere. Let's see, where are we gonna go next? Let's do some polish for the mouth. Hey, thank you. Thank you for the follow. I really appreciate that. Hopefully you're enjoying the stream. I'm just starting on some characters for an RPG, so thanks a lot. All right. Try and get some of this shaped up a little bit better than where we're at. So we need to get something done with these eyes. Because unless we do something with that, we're not going to get very far. This needs to get pulled out a little bit. Let's see. Okay. So undo that. Let's get that a little bit better adjusted there. Get him on chin going here. All right. Just pull that in. I'm getting somewhere. I think I'll probably just want to push this nose in just a hair. And yeah. All right, let's do this. Get some better lips going here. That's looking better. I'm getting somewhere with those. This always take me a while to get right. All right. That'll just be our starter, and then we can take and push this around here. Let's see. Say you want to start off, like, get your big stuff done first, and then work on your small details. So I'm just trying to get everything blocked out at this point and just try to like work at it slowly, and that way it all adds up in the end. But it's definitely coming along. I'm happy with so far how we're doing here. I think we need to do something about these cheeks. This is messing me up as far as like like got the handsome Squidward thing going on right now. That's good though. There we go. Okay. All right. Bring this in. All right. And let's see. I want to think about what I want to do here. I think for starters, I'm going to bring this strength down and actually the size down a little bit too. Yeah, see, that's what I'm trying to avoid there. That's a little too big. Bring this out a little bit. Start to get these eyes defined here. This will be a tricky part, but we'll get it. All right. And let's see. Take a look at our guy from the side. Let's push this in a little bit. Let's see. Actually, I think I want to pull this out a little bit. That's good. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Push this in. Pull this out. All right. Now we're getting somewhere. Let's do. All right. So for this, I know I'm gonna need some kind of anatomical reference in order to get this right. Let's do something. I'm gonna check for. All right. Let's see. All right. Now I'm just trying to find something that'll give me some kind of good human face anatomy. And that way I have something to reference. Let's see. So I'm on Sketchfab. If you've never heard of that, it's really cool. Awesome tool. I'm sure, you know, people probably watching the stream right now know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm so new to this, so, you know, bear with me, you know, if I just ramble on a little bit, but yeah, that's kind of like what I want right there. So thank God for Sketchfab. That's perfect. Okay. So I'm just to kind of show chat what I'm actually working with here for a second. This right here is what I have as my reference on my other monitor, and I'm just going to use it to try to like help me out with as I move around in 3D, kind of seeing what I'm building out. Because by looking at this, I'll be able to kind of figure out, okay, that's about where I want the eyes to be. Right here's about where I want the ears to be, and kind of point out, like, you know, where the cheekbones are and the nose, and kind of go from there. Now I'm going for more of a stylized look, but this is still really useful, and so I'm pretty excited that I have this to reference now. So let's see. Let's take a look. All right. So back to it. All right. I want this has to come inward a little bit here. I can tell that already. And probably that out a little bit. Yeah, that's probably good. The mouth is definitely not where I want it to be yet, but that's okay. Let's take and move this out here a little bit. That's good. Okay. Now for these eyes. Man, the eyes are gonna be tricky. Kind of not sure if I want to do like a sharp crease. Oops. Or if I want to do something else. I might even just do the draw and then that might be what I really want there. Yeah, that's looking better. Yeah, okay, now just kind of try to get some definition on these eyes here. Obviously this is not going to be perfect from square one, but you have to start somewhere. I am by no means in any way, shape, or form like a master at any of this. I'm pretty novice, actually, if you can't tell. I'm not that great, but you got to start somewhere, and that's what I'm hoping this channel will be about, my progress and kind of how things progress and how much better I get with time. So if you're into that kind of thing, like, you've definitely come to the right spot, because I'm definitely hoping that I can kind of document, you know, as this gets as this improves, kind of show that a little bit, smooth this up a little bit. Yeah, okay. All right. Yeah, I noticed one other thing too that's messing me up is I think his forehead is like non-existent at this point, so we're gonna have to fix that for sure. I mean, man, not really what I want there. I mean, that's a little bit better. That's definitely, we're getting somewhere there. Let me pull that up. Yeah, there we go. Now we're getting somewhere, because now he's kind of got a forehead going on. Again, still with this. Man, it's gonna mess me up. Yeah, okay, so nope. Gotta remember to start bigger and work my way, just because you've got like this crease going down the center there, and I don't want that. Let's see. That's good. Yeah, that's getting better. I think that's definitely much better than where it was at before. Maybe just bring it out like that. Bring that up a little bit. That's good. Yeah, definitely liking the way that looks so far. I'm pretty happy with that so far, actually. That's pretty cool. I feel like I mean, a quick sculpt. I mean, been doing this for like 15 minutes. I'm pretty happy with how this is turning out. Okay, let's see what else. Where we go? All right. Let's think about these eyes. I'll go back to my model reference here. Take a look at this. Let's see. So I definitely think that that's probably something we need to have happen there. this up here like that. Smooth that out a little bit. Okay. Think about this. Eyes are so tricky. No, that was too much. A little too much there. What I do to grab here? Oh no, what did I do? Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna have to go back and tweak that a little bit, but it's okay. All right. Nope. Not this much smaller. Okay. All right. So now I think about what I want to do here. I think I want to kind of like we'll smooth this out a little bit. Think about how I'm going to proceed. Let's see. So, all right. No, that's not big enough. There we go. That's cool. Okay. That's awesome. Okay. Yeah. So I'm basically just looking at this reference and I'm just trying to figure out, based on how the eyes fit in the human skull and the muscle tissue, what I'm going for in a semi-moderately like low poly. I mean, it's not that low, but it's definitely not defined yet, but it's kind of what you want. At least that's what I learned. Also, everything I've learned so far, I guess I should kind of give a shout out to CG Cookie. CG Cookie deserves all the praise in the world for everything that they do for Blender and the Blender community, because if not for them, like, I wouldn't know any of this stuff. So CG Cookie, thank you so much, all you guys over there. I'm just, you know, so grateful, because like everything that I've ever learned on this has all been from you guys. So super grateful for that. All right, I don't want that. That's not the right brush. All right. That's better. All right, now we're getting somewhere. I can kind of see that shaping up a little bit. I don't really want that though. My tools that I have, the tablet I have that I'm using right now is a Huion canvas, and it's a really sweet tablet. I really like it a lot. My wife is awesome, and she got it for me for Christmas, and super excited about that. It's definitely been one of the coolest Christmas gifts I've ever gotten, and I'm very grateful to her for it, because it has really helped me to kind of get better at this craft. All right. So yeah, so that's kind of like that. And then, well, the issue is I don't think I have enough tissue here. Like, I think that there's got to be something there, like that, maybe. And then this needs to come up a little bit. Yeah, okay. And so from the front, it's like comes up like this. Nice sharp contrast there. And again, like kind of like that. So that's pretty good, I feel. But not perfect, not by any means. Just got to get this all kind of figured out how I need to get those eyes to work. So I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do there. To watch and kind of learn a little bit about how I'm gonna actually get that going. I'll come back to it. Not bad for night one. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'm happy with that. I mean, it's definitely not perfect. I think, like, for one thing, like, that's definitely got some work to be done. But for the first head there, I mean, you know, I think we're getting somewhere. This will be our main character for the RPG that I'm building and that I'm working on, and we'll see. And hopefully, you know, you enjoy it as I stream every night. Start to work on building these things out and getting this RPG of my dreams together. And it's gonna take a long time, but you know, that's the fun of it. You know, I'm pretty excited about it, and I hope you are too. You know, I think we'll get some pretty cool stuff as it goes along here. It'll be really fun. It'll be really, really fun. But yeah, that's good. I want to think about what I want to do next here. All right. Okay. I will be right back because I'm going to go ahead and get myself ready for the next part. And I'll be back in like a minute. Okay, I'm back. All right, so now for the second part of the stream. And now for my weak point. So this is Unity, and I am by no means a master. I'm very much a novice in this. I'm kind of still learning the ropes, but I'm kind of hoping that I can get something going here tonight, just to kind of get things started off. I'm not gonna pretend to be like this person with all this talent, because that's not the point of this channel. This channel is, and this live stream is to go ahead and kind of let me build things in public and go from there. And that's all I really want to do. I don't really want to be, you know, trying to pretend that this is some like master thing, like that I'm really, really good, and that I'm like, you know, I don't know enough about it. So that's kind of why I'm doing it, to kind of hold myself accountable and build the thing that I want to build. So I guess the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and do some research real quick on how to actually build out a I'm gonna go out to Google, and I'm gonna see Unity, how to sculpt, how to do, I guess, how do I do terrain, how to add terrain. All right, Unity terrain tutorial, quick and easy. All right, maybe that's all I need there. Add a terrain to your Unity scene. Create a dedicated terrain game object. All right, why not? Add a terrain game object. All right. Wow. We'll just call this terrain. I mean, why not, right? And then I don't even know. I guess I'm just gonna start playing around. Whoa, we can really make some mountains. Like, okay. Those are some tall mountains, or they're short mountains. I don't even know what the actual, like... Okay, so we got like this little brush. Even smaller brush. Okay. Alright, I don't want to be like creating massive mountains, so let's just undo all that. And I just kind of, I like to play and I kind of get familiar with things. And I do know a little bit about Unity, but I don't know like a ton. I just know enough, like just basics. So enough to at least kind of get me started. But I think that that's not anything at all what I want. I mean, I don't even know where to start this. I guess, you know what? I'm just gonna watch a little thing and see if I can figure this out real quick, and go from there. So let's see if I can figure it out. Okay. Yeah, so I did that. Terrain is on the scene. Wait a second. Let's see. I don't really want to do it this way. I don't think that that's what I want to do. Let's see. I know there was another way to do this too. There's like some kind of tool out there that makes it easier to build terrain. What is the Unity tool for building terrain easily? No, that's not what it is. Gaia, that's what it was. Yes, Gaia was the thing. Okay. Gaia, Unity. Yeah, this was it. Create stunning worlds in minutes. And I just showed on a live stream, so it's not like I'm just... Yeah, this is what I want to do. So, I want to build, you know, something here. Products. Okay, so... Create stunning worlds in minutes. Gaia for Unity 6. Okay. Gaia Pro. I mean, I don't think we need to start off with Gaia Pro. I think we just start off with like simple Gaia and go with that, because for the RPG, although that's really highly detailed, and I don't really know if we need to go that detailed for what I'm trying to build out. Although I do like it. It is pretty cool. I mean, how do you start? Products, Indie, Gaia. Oh. Maybe it is. Maybe you do have to buy it right out the gate. And then in that case, you know, I mean, I just do that. Hey, what's up, Eagle? Yeah, maybe look into this and see what it's all about. $49. I mean, that's not bad. I'll have to think about it a little bit and see if I want to do it. But I mean, it is really cool. I mean, like seeing how people are building some really amazing things with it. And I mean, it looks like you can go low poly, which is cool. I don't really want to go super high poly, but I don't really want to go super low either. So at least it's kind of, at least that there's some good stuff there. Okay, that'll give me something to think about anyway. Well, for now, I guess I just kind of play around in here and see if I can get used to how this works, really. So you got create neighbor terrains, paint terrain, raise and lower terrain, paint trees. Can you paint trees, really? No. Shift, click to paint trees. No trees defined. Okay. Yeah, okay. This is just raising and lowering terrain. All right. Paint texture, okay. That's cool, yeah. Edit that? I don't know. No, I don't want to edit it. That's not right. I can close this out. That's not what I want. No. Paint texture. Wonder. Terrain lit material. So I'm guessing I probably would need to have some kind of material then. All right. I'm thinking I'm thinking I'm probably gonna do a little bit of research and see if I can figure out how to do let's see, set height, raise or lower terrain, smooth height. I mean, I want to paint texture, yeah, but like what texture do I want? I guess I probably should do assets. We'll do create, and then we'll do a folder and we'll call it textures, and then we'll do a new material. We'll call it ground, and then I guess just for starters, I mean, at least then we got something. But then I still don't know about how this is supposed to work, though. I really don't know. Well, I think that's going to be it for me for tonight. I don't have much else I can do for right now, so I got some research I got to do. I'm going to go ahead and try to learn how to do texturing, and then I'll hit it back tomorrow night fresh and go from there, and then hopefully make some more headway on the Unity side of this. But at least, you know, this day one, and I kind of came in just kind of winging it, not knowing what I'm doing, and so I guess I could just start off with like something basic for right now and go from there. And I can create a player character and start off with something just kind of small. No, that's not, we'll call it player, and then I guess we gotta do ground too. And I think this needs to be 0. No, -5 maybe. Well, first of all, no, we'll delete that out. Set all this back to 0. That way I know. Okay, that's better. And then we'll do a new big object, and then this guy here, and then actually yeah, okay, and then we'll set this to 0, and then that way at least now we have our ground. So 30, 30. And let's give this guy a different. At least then we got our ground there. And we can actually kind of turn this down a little bit. All right. lenses. Do actually, I think that's what we call materials. And then we'll call this scripts. And behavior scripts. Move glare. Yeah. Okay. I know I want to do there's a camera just specifically I want a specific camera for this. I'm just looking up right now what the GameDev.tv uses. Cinemachine, that's it. Yes, that's what I want. Yeah, okay. How to so I think I have to go to the asset store to get this. Package manager. Packages. And then I want to go to Cinemachine. Package Unity. Yeah, I don't see a Cinemachine. How does that work? Yeah. Let's see. Cinemachine. Shoot. I'm not seeing it. I don't know where it's at. package by name. There it is. Now we're good. That's what I wanted. Okay. Okay, so I got Cinema Machine going here. All right. Now I need Cinema Machine camera. Right. Project. I think I can't remember how to. Yeah, so yep. Select Cinema Machine camera. On the follow field. That's right, that's right. Follow. Right. Tracking target. That's what I want. Player. Yes. Okay. I don't really want the main camera because there's really no reason for that. Curious. Yeah, so I know I need to zoom this out a little bit. All right. So, let's see. One thing, I definitely want it behind the player. It's weird. Oh, that's better. And then probably want to bring it down a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, okay, so that would be, and then then that would be good. Still feel like it's like something's off with it though. I don't know why. Oh, that would be why. Okay. Alright. Let's see. And then I think what I want to do here. What's that do if I do 0? Okay, that's better. That's what I wanted. Yes. Yeah, that's it. Set that to 0. Although I really don't know why it's... Is it just because the player itself is like... I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. It's really bizarre. Okay. I'll think about that a little bit. I don't know what I'm gonna do next, but I think that at least I got the game started. It's really simple, really bland, but it's something to start with anyway, and I can get it going some more tomorrow. I'll have some more updates, and hopefully continue to build this out night after night after night after night, a little bit at a time, and then it'll turn into something hopefully really cool in the end. And if it doesn't, well, you know, I mean, I'm gonna keep going. That's all the thing. That's the only thing that matters. Is I'm just gonna keep going. So anyway, I'm Sean. Thanks for joining. Really appreciate it. Thanks for your time, and take care. I'll see y'all tomorrow.